You're standing in your kitchen, coffee beans in hand, wondering whether the next espresso machine you buy will actually sit on your countertop for years instead of becoming another expensive dust collector. You want something reliable, easy to live with, and worth the money, not just a glossy list of features that looks great on paper. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The hesitation most of us feel comes from the fear of buying a machine that either overwhelms you with complexity or underdelivers when you finally need that perfect shot after a long day. The Breville BES985BSS is positioned as a prosumer machine, meaning it tries to bridge the gap between a homebrew setup and a commercial barista workstation. The biggest promise is the 4 keys formula borrowed from professional cafes: DOS, Tamp, Brew, and Steam. In practice, this means the machine automates the grind dose, tamp pressure, water temperature, and pressure profile, while still letting you intervene if you like to tweak. For a homeowner who enjoys the ritual of pulling a shot but doesn't want to spend an hour dialing in every variable, that automation feels like a safety net. I've watched friends who used the BES985BSS for a week and were able to consistently pull 1-ounce shots that tasted like they came from a neighborhood espresso bar, all without a separate grinder or separate PID controller. Setting it up is where the reality check begins. The machine arrives in a large box, and you'll need a solid countertop space of at least 14 inches wide and a power outlet that can handle 15 amps. The Thermojet heating system heats water to brewing temperature in about 3 seconds, which sounds impressive until you realize the machine still has a built-in pre-infusion cycle that adds a few seconds to the total time. If you're used to a stovetop espresso maker that's ready in a minute, the jet will feel a little slower, but the payoff is a more stable temperature that prevents the bitter flashover you get from cheap machines. The automatic milk frother, branded AutoMilk, creates microfoam suitable for latte art with a single press, yet it also offers a manual steam knob for those who want to handcraft texture. In real-world use, the automatic mode is great for quick morning lattes, while the manual knob shines on weekend brunches when you want that velvety swirl on a flat white. Who should buy the BES985BSS? If you already own a decent grinder, appreciate precise temperature control, and are willing to invest in a machine that will sit on your countertop for the long haul, this is a solid candidate. The integrated Baratza burr grinder, though not a full-size commercial grinder, delivers consistent particle size for most specialty beans, meaning you won't have to buy a separate grinder to get decent extraction. Home baristas who love the idea of dialing in a single dose, tamp, and pull with minimal guesswork will appreciate the swipe and select interface that lets you store up to 16 personalized profiles. Those profiles are handy if you have multiple beans with different roast levels. You can switch from a light Ethiopian to a dark Italian blend with a simple swipe, and the machine adjusts grind time and brew pressure accordingly. On the flip side, skip this if you're on a tight budget or if you prefer a completely hands-on experience. The price point sits well above entry-level machines, and while you get a lot of automation, the machine still consumes a fair amount of electricity because of the dual boiler and heating elements. Users who live in small apartments may also struggle with the countertop footprint, and the noise level. The grinder and steam boiler together generate a noticeable hum that can be heard across the kitchen. Additionally, the automatic milk system, while convenient, can be finicky with certain milk alternatives. Soy or oat milk sometimes require a longer steam time to achieve the same microfoam consistency, which means you'll need to experiment a bit before you get it right. From a value perspective, the BES985BSS' worth isn't just in the hardware but in the ecosystem it encourages. When you register the machine, Breville offers 2 free bags of specialty coffee, which is a nice nudge to start experimenting with different beans right away. The professional level temperature control means you'll be less likely to waste beans on under-extracted or over-extracted shots, saving you money in the long run. And because the machine is built to last, stainless steel housing, durable seals, and a reputation for solid service, many owners report using their BES985BSS for 5 years or more without major issues. In contrast, cheaper machines often need replacement after a year or two, especially if you push them hard with daily double shots. In everyday life, the machine becomes a quiet partner. Mornings become a routine: grind, swipe your saved profile, press brew, and within a minute you have a shot that's ready for a splash of milk. On weekends, the manual steam wand lets you practice latte art while the kids nap, and the quick heat up means you won't be stuck waiting for the water to reach temperature. The only real trade-off is that you have